This is the Elder Scrolls Online. We're here on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. Venture across the lands of Tamriel as you enjoy a wealth of content, missions, objectives, quests. Ever so many things to do. Every year they add like a big new expansion and all this other smaller content throughout the year. It's a game that just keeps on growing. It took the template of Skyrim and just kind of made it an MMORPG and really sort of turned it into its own sort of thing with its own character, style, and love and design. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. Typically, I have an Elder Scrolls Online expert that I have do the reviews, so been a while for that, but that review is still up on the channel if you want like a full in-depth chat about this game. But here we are going to be taking a look at it, showcasing it playing on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Yeah, keep in mind that the current point of us playing this is with the, I guess you would say, the Gold Road, the Great Road, the Road of Gold update. So that's kind of the current point in time. We'll probably revisit this again down the road as, well, it never hurts to keep coming back and doing little update videos on this, because the game obviously does evolve and change a lot over time. And as I said, they're always adding new things to the experience here. So we've got a couple different graphical modes for the PlayStation 5 Pro. It was at a current point given a next-gen update, and then a little bit of an extra bump-up update too. And obviously it's a current-gen update at this point. If we do get the magic of PlayStation 5 Pro Enhanced upgrade, I'll definitely come back in and take another look at it. So this is the fidelity mode that we're playing on, if you've noticed the lower frame rate. So basically these graphic settings are about the same as they were as of the update 31, which was quite a while back, but that's sort of where we're still inheriting all these visual settings from for the current gen. So native 4K, 30 FPS, shadow settings ultra, textures high, and then a number of other special visual features, which are basically the same across the two graphical modes, but those are things I just thought I'd highlight. So we're going to go to performance, which is what I'm going to stay on for the rest of the game. And I think you'll notice, even in comparison to the regular base PlayStation 5, which I checked this out on not too long ago. Is the dog named Sergeant Rolock? This actually keeps the resolution and fluidity a lot smoother and looking a lot better than it did on the base PlayStation 5. It actually looks really close to that native 4K, which is what we were, obviously just showing off there. Just the difference between the two is a lot more minimal. So performance mode is a dynamic 4K at 60 FPS. Oh, and there's HDR across the board. This also has shadow settings ultra, textures high, and the other special features, which are basically the same between this and the, resolution mode. So it was a little bit of a more drastic change-up, I would say, between the visuals of, like, performance and fidelity when I was on the base PlayStation 5, but the PlayStation 5 Pro is definitely helping us keep that, like, resolution quality going while also giving us, fluidity, which I think is fantastic. Like, this genuinely looks great here for this PlayStation 5 version of the game. So let's dive in and let's explore and take in a bit of the world of, well, I guess Tamriel here. And because I'm on the PlayStation 5, I don't have the character stuff that I normally have on Xbox. Not that my character is anything to phone home about, or tell the parents about how great my character is. But still, it is helpful to have like a character that is a better level than I am. But we're here in one of our more mushroom-laden areas. I was trying to think of what some of the better spots would be to show off in this game, because there are so many locales, and I just don't have access to a lot of them here on this version of the game. You kind of get a little bit of what you get, right? Like, that's sort of the scenario when you have an account, and then I'm hoping at some point there's like a better level of like progression across the world of Elder Scrolls. I would imagine maybe someday this lasts long enough they do stuff like that. But this really is quite a beautiful looking game. It's still definitely, you know, reminiscent of something from, you know, the Skyrim era and stuff. But I think they've done a great job with their art direction and the styling of this game. Like I think it's personally I believe it to be quite a beautiful looking experience. Filled with activities and things to see and things to do and floating jellyfish creatures. And it's got a Daggerfall. That place is kind of nice. I think I like the way shrine here. There's one in the city. Yeah, we should maybe check that one out while we're here. Oh, I definitely don't have the skills for that. There's a part of me that wants to attack the jellyfish, but I also want to leave it be. Because it's so majestic. Are you considered livestock? I need to give the people some action. Isn't this majestic? See, the other thing that's funny too is I've been trying to film this for a bit, but every time I jump on this game, it's like nighttime, and I'm just like, come on! Because obviously you want to see the world. Yeah, and then the way shrines, they're kind of like your key traveling points and places of exploration and discovery and help you get from spot to spot. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to this game. Like, genuinely, they've got what feels like a never-ending amount of quests. Like, you can jump in here and just do quests, like, all day long if you really want to, and you shouldn't ever really run out of things to do or see, which is exciting. And you get to, like, visit these, like, expansive, exciting locations. And then the different expansions they've done over the years, too, are really, really quite exciting. Like, I really wish I had access to, like, Somerset is so beautiful. Auridon. Well, Auridon's kind of... Because we're over here in Stone Falls. We could go to Svarden. So there's all these different places and all these different, like, smaller regions and stuff. And they've all got different vibes and aesthetics and the cultures and the individual species and stuff that you come across. And the weathering and all that. See, this one's even more shroomy than the other one. It reminds me of the Morrowind times. And you might come across a quest. And your adventure begins.
By the three! First a wounded armager, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell.
Oh!
But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Okay.
What do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle.
I don't know if possession's a miracle.
Lord Vivek, the Daedric Prince Azur, we sought guidance.
Yeah, it's like I was saying, the good old Morrowind era. Could you imagine going back and showing someone that was like just sort of starting Morrowind for the first time that we're gonna have an Elder Scrolls game like this? They'd be like, what? Just like the graphical difference between the two, which was kind of funny. It'd be like, oh no, this is an MMORPG. This looks almost aged at this point. You'd be like, you gotta be kidding me.
What am I going to do?
Trying to get into some conflict stuff. See, like, what normally happens is, like, I played this game before it came out, like, the beta, to try and stuff. And then, like, I played it when it came out on, like, console and stuff. And then, basically, occasionally, they invite me in to go and take a look at it, which is kind of neat. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I think it was first Somerset or something where they were like, hey, come do a preview thing. And I did that on PC. And then, like, yearly kind of since, I would typically have someone with me. An Elder Scrolls expert, I guess. And we would do, like, a stream exploring and adventuring across the land, so... Basically, I get a little bit of a adventuring point, a tip-in of excitement where I get to go and, you know, see the game every now and then and see how it continues to evolve and like go to a new place and see some new stuff. But obviously there was like 4 billion dells and dungeons and things and all kinds of stuff for you to dive into. Yeah, I feel like I really, myself personally, scratched the surface of it, because I think she was like 1800 or something level, or something just ridiculous. At least I think so, like multiple accounts with high levels, and I'm just sitting here being like, oh yeah, no, I barely dive into the full scale of this one. Which kind of is funny. Just a little bit. Talk to Cannon. So wait, am I supposed to, does it want me to backtrack that way? Battlemore. Is this the one I came in on? Tainted Servants, this guy's that weird quest. We'll go this way. Yeah, there's a weird like tutorial type island thing or something. I was like, this is odd. I was like, I want to get just to the main world and start exploring and taking it all in. And I really do think it looks like a lot clearer than I'm used to. So like the Pro is helping out for the resolution scaling in this one. Even performance feels a lot better as well. Playing on like the base PlayStation 5, some of the areas there was like drops and stuff like that, it's a lot smoother here. But it's also hard to really show you the full scale of the Elder Scrolls Online, like nigh impossible I think in a video that's not ridiculously extended in time, because there's just so many areas. Like I could really endlessly run and horse ride and walk and scavenge across the different environments, and it would take you, you know, take me forever, honestly. There's so many cool places to see and go in this. There we go. I'm kind of basically just looking for way shrines to kind of skip across the different regions. But yeah, Somerset is so beautiful. I love Somerset. I think that's the area I've probably spent the most time playing and really getting into the game with, because it just really was, like I said, I had it really early on PC and I was just kind of lost in the wonder and the beauty of it. Oh yeah, this looks so good. It really does. It's quite wondrous. Now, where do we go? Little island here. We're in the north part. Lenumbra, Daggerfall. Oh, this area is quite lovely too. Yeah, I think Arden's pretty nice. The Somerset Isles serve the High Elves. And then there's all these like world events and stuff. I've seen some pretty crazy like adventuring things too, like large scale groups going and battling and stuff. I've watched some of that. I really wish, I've always wanted to have the time to get into like a big MMORPG like this. It's just sad that I've never been able to. Like, this is lovely. All these people doing stuff. I'm assuming this is like a duel of sorts. And then there's like your companion stuff you can have, and all this like side activities, and scribing's a thing now. And oh, they've added a lot to this game over the years. There's some high octane combat stuff going on. Cool. It's just gonna keep hounding me on this, isn't it? Combustion 1. I will take Combustion 1, thank you. Is that a passive skill? Burning Embers. Yeah. Soul Gems for Revival. I know all about this stuff. It's weird, because I think I have a pretty decent basic working knowledge of this game, but yet the complexities of it and stuff are so beyond the scope of anything I would realize. I'm just like, oh. Like I said, there's all kinds of like guild stuff, and teamwork on dungeon battles, and like it's just crazy. And your mounts and your pets and your companions that you have stuff with, and you can like pull out a cat thing, and then all of a sudden you can have like a selling thing that you're selling too. Also, I have a video where they sent me an actual bottle of skooma, the sugar milk of the Khajiit. And if you've never seen that video, I have my Elder Scrolls expert in it. She's wearing cat ears and stuff. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend watching that that review video. I think it's really quite cool if you've ever if you've ever wanted to see it and stuff. It's basically absinthe, and it's right from the Elder Scrolls, like official and everything. It's quite amazing. I think I interrupted that person enough to give them a concussion before dying. This area is really beautiful, though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another stream of Elder Scrolls Online eventually and dive into more of the world. Yeah, like I said, I get to cover it every year almost, and just get like a little extra glimpses into it. It's funny because, like I said, there's just like I scratched the surface of the fun of this game and the action of it, but there's so many areas to see. It really does look a lot cleaner though, honestly. The dynamic resolution scaling stuff, that's the magic of that sort of thing. Like, it's great to get proper updates, like obviously, like full proper enhancements are great, but if you do like longevity kind of upgrades, or at least like a resolution that's dynamic scaling and you get that threshold, it's like it just looks better and better as time goes on. And I would imagine they might do something with the PS5 Pro. It's kind of like limiting factors, I guess. Higher frame rates maybe with the resolution. I don't know. Or maybe we'll just have to wait for like the PlayStation 6 to really get something that fully kind of takes advantage of the tech. But I mean, when you're getting to like basically full 4K 60, it's like, where are you... Like, realistically, where are you really gonna keep going? I guess, like, higher settings and stuff like that, but then you need to get to the point of you doing graphical overhauls. Yeah. Well, there's a lot to it, of course, but I think this is probably pretty fine for most people playing this game. I think it's gonna look just beautiful here with this mode. Personally, it's like actually like a bump up from the base PlayStation 5 version I was checking not too long ago, and I think the clarity here is fantastic.
Please, please help us.
Oh. Hi there.
Burn the tower.
I'll find her. I'm never going to spend time finding her. I'm just here for the adventure of a lifetime. Can I fight the bear? Can you imagine being a bear just like running along a beach and all of a sudden this human starts stabbing you and like lighting you on fire? It's kind of funny. Isn't this just romantic on a sunny beach? Ah, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's the best way to kind of spend a day. One sec, I gotta cut this maple tree that you're on there, bird. Thank you. I'll take that heartwood. Yeah, because there's all this crafting and stuff you gotta do too. It really is quite lovely. What are you doing there, Wolf? I take on your challenge. Just going around killing all the wildlife. Living my best Elder Scrolls Online life, what can I say? I kind of want to update my Series X video on this too. It's, you play it a bit and you kind of get into it and you're like, ah, this is nice, this is fun. Because it's like easy going. I'm not even doing anything. There's all this questing I could be doing, but I'm just kind of taking it in. Like, this looks beautiful. Right? And there's all these other people because it's an MMORPG, so there's all these people doing their own things and living their lives. And yeah, it really is quite something, isn't it? How many pages is this? Where did those guys go? Yeah, whatever. Anyways, looking a lot better, playing a lot better, gorgeous. This game, big upgrade for something that's not even like upgraded fully. Yeah, this is looking good.